Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Duchess Divinity. I am Duchess, but if you want, you can call me Dutch. So today we're going to do a pick a card on new love coming in. Out with the old, in with the new. We just had this great Gemini new moon. So let's see what new love is coming in. But before we get into the video, I am so elated to share with you guys that I have my first sponsor! So this is very exciting for me because I can remember when I started my channel maybe like a year and a half ago, I had one subscriber and that one subscriber was me. But I dreamed about these days, and if you look at those old videos, I talk a lot about how thank you to my 2 subscribers. I appreciate you. I know someday I will have many subscribers. So this is very exciting for me, and I'm very grateful to Keen for sponsoring this video. So let's talk a little bit about Keen. Keen provides access to vetted psychics and spiritual advisors who provide guidance and insight on life's challenges, clarity in love and relationships, clarity in career, and so much more. My experience with Keen, I had a wonderful experience. They gave me the opportunity to try the service before I went ahead and chose the sponsorship, because I wouldn't recommend anything to you guys that I don't believe in or that did not resonate with me, because I'm honest, right? So my experience, I looked through a bunch of advisors and I decided, I picked one that felt really good to me. And at first she was busy, so I waited because I was like, I want this lady, I'm a psychic. When I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. So I waited for her, and then when she was finally done, I went ahead and I gave her a call. I used the phone, and we did it through the phone. And it was very interesting because I had some questions surrounding my love life that Spirit had given me answers to already. They gave me a certain time frame that someone might be returning back into my life, or also that I might be experiencing new love. And this woman was hit the nail on the head and gave me the literal same time frame that my spirits gave me. So that was really cool validation for me. And I also in that moment I was like, this is the real deal. She's good, right? She knows what she's talking about. And she was just so kind, so kind. She picked up on my energy very quickly. Yeah, it was just basically, it was like talking to a dear friend. She gave me a bunch of insight on my worth, reminding me not to settle, and just reminding me that lessons don't repeat themselves once the lesson has been learned. And that was really beautiful advice. She made me feel good. I felt a lot of love coming from her end. I felt a lot of healing coming from her end. And overall, I just had a really incredible experience with this service. And it was figuring out time in tarot or psychic work is hard, because time isn't linear, and time also depends on people fulfilling certain contracts that they're supposed to fulfill before you can come into union. So to have that, that was what stuck out the most to me, was that she could pinpoint a time as well, and that my spirits had gave me that time too. So that was really beautiful, and I just had a great experience. She was super kind and loving, and I really enjoyed it. So another really cool thing about Keen is advisors are available 24/7. There is always someone online. You can also easily schedule a call with an advisor at any time, right? 24/7. So I thought this was really cool because a lot of you do come to me kind of in a panic or worried, being like, I need a reading today, and I can't always provide you with a reading in the moment that you need that reading for lots of reasons. I have other jobs, I have other obligations. Sometimes I'm booked out for a couple weeks and I literally don't have the time. So one of the reasons why I was happy to work with this sponsor is because I know a lot of you do have certain emergencies that you're looking for a reading immediately, and I think it's really cool that you can always have access to this 24/7. Another amazing thing is, as a new Keen customer, you will get your first 10 minutes for just $1.99. Y'all, that is cheap. cheap. Yo, that is incredible, okay? Pricing then depends on which advisor you choose, and the services are based with a satisfaction guarantee. So no matter what, you're gonna leave satisfied, and you're gonna get an incredible discount when you use my my link, which I will link in the description below at the very top, trykeen.com/Duchess, because I got a sponsor, right? Keen is the most affordable way to meet new advisors. When you find the right advisor, developing an ongoing relationship leads to a number of benefits, including monthly intention setting, which, you know, we all could use that. We all need to get our intentions up, am I right? Gaining clarity on the significance of synchronicities. You know, I have videos about this. Spirit and the universe are always talking to us through different signs and synchronicities. So this is something you can understand better. As well as chakra cleansing and healing. You know, really anything you can think of. Like, they have a lot of different options, not only for reading, but for other spiritual services. Each week, Keen sends its users discounts on readings, and this makes Keen one of the most affordable ways to receive multiple psychic readings. And if you're a current Keen user, you can go ahead and check your email for this week's discounts, because like I was saying, Keen's got the hookup, am I right? They got the hookup for you, they got the hookup for me, they got the hookup for everybody. They're trying to make it affordable for us all to get what we need, because sometimes we need a reading right now, and we need a good reading right now, know what I'm saying?
Getting started is super easy. Make sure you click the link in my description below to take you to the website where you will see multiple psychics and readers that can help you with any questions that you might have. And also make sure you click that link for the great discount.
For your first 10 minutes for $1.99, make sure to check the link at the top of my description, trykeen.com/Duchess, and that is how you can get that incredible discount to try out this really amazing service for yourself. Okay, so thank you so much again to Keen for sponsoring this video. Okay, y'all, let's get into the video. So we are going to see what's coming in and who's coming in for new love, out with the old, in with the new, with the Gemini new moon. We do have amethyst for all three choices today. So for pile 1, we have this big old chunk of amethyst. Big old chunk of amethyst for pile 1. For pile 2, we have another big chunk, but it's a little lighter with, it seems like a lot more like quartz in it. So that is pile number 2. And then pile number 3 is this amethyst cluster that is more like a geode. So those are your choices, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So pile 1, we have a bit of a warning for you, okay? So before you have like your solid new love come in, there's definitely going to be an emotionally unavailable person who comes into you from the internet. So you already could know who this person is. This could be a person from the past, or it could be a brand new person that's trying to get your attention on the internet. But this is a warning that, like, we have the Knight of Wands here. This is an emotionally unavailable fuckboy, okay? So, like, this person is gonna come in. I just heard love bombing. So this person's gonna come in. They're gonna try and give you, like, a bunch of compliments. They're gonna really try and win you over. They're going to trick you, okay? They're going to try to trick you, but Spirit is giving you this warning so that you hopefully do not get tricked, okay? So they're going to try and basically be the exact person that they think that you want them to be, which is very manipulative, because they could have been watching you online for a while, or like I was saying, this could be someone from the past. So they're going to come in and try to tell you everything that they think you want to hear. And Spirit is saying it's very important here, like they're sending this to you as a test, okay? This is a test to see if you're going to fall in a trap. Are you going to fall in the trap of being emotionally unavailable and accidentally attracting the emotionally unavailable fuckboys to you? Or have you learned your lessons from the past? Because lessons don't repeat if we learned what we're supposed to learn, right? So Spirit is sending you this as a test, because right now, literally everything is a test. With everything going on in the world, everything is a freaking test right now, okay? So it's all about how you react, and it's all about what you share. I would not advise sending them pictures, like the world card, World Wide Web, and she's got like her boobies out, like... I would not advise sending them nudes or pictures or anything like that, because this is the kind of person that's going to save them and then maybe show them to people that they shouldn't be showing them to, because they're disrespectful, right? They're disrespectful. They're a fuckboy. And they don't care. They're very selfish. They think with their wand. So this is a test. Spirit is placing this test in your path to see if you've learned your lessons, and also to see how well you can temper your emotions. So if this is someone from the past who really brought up a lot of emotions in your body, like, did you gain control over those emotions? Have you healed the places in yourself that are weak? Like, this Venus is in retrograde. People are going to be coming back, right? So this is a test from Spirit, and you have to make the right choice or you're about to get hurt. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying that so you know when this person comes back in. So here with the Seven of Pentacles, Spirit is saying you just have to wait. Do not settle. This is one of those lessons in settling. Are you going to settle for this unavailable, emotionally unavailable fuckboy? Or are you going to level up? And are you going to say, no, you don't get any titty pics from me. Fuck you. Or no, I'm not getting on that carousel again. That I literally just saw in my head the music video for Melanie Martinez, Carousel, where she's like, that song is all about like an on again, off again relationship that just like basically makes her vomit. Like, it makes her vomit in the video, and like makes her all crazy. Like, are you gonna get off that carousel, or are you gonna stay on it and like go for another round and just end up vomiting and crying and like feeling like shit, right? So it's about waiting. It's about divine timing. It's about making the choice not to settle. It's about making the choice to recognize your worth, and just understanding that what's meant for you is for you, and it just might not be the right time yet. But they do have to throw in a little test there, because, right, it's like stuff isn't hard enough already. They've got to throw in a little test to see if you will, are you going to fall in the trap, or have you learned your lessons? So here with the Empress and the Four of Pentacles, this is a lesson in letting go. You must release to receive. Am I right? You got to let go of what no longer serves you, so that you can stand in your divine feminine Empress power, the highest embodiment and the highest version of the divine feminine. Also, the Empress is Taurus energy. So in Taurus season, you could have... Okay, so it could have gone two ways. You could have really been like leveling up and getting your shit together, while also like, this is what happened. Okay, you were leveling up, getting your shit together, and then you were just I literally just saw somebody getting like smacked in the face with shit. So it's like, every time you like solve something, every time you do good on something, then you're like, yay, and like as you're celebrating, you get like hit in the face with like a fucking soccer ball or something. Like, just another test, like test after test after test, right? Like I was saying, like, this time, right now, like, we're all going through it. We're all being tested heavily. And this is a lesson in releasing to receive. What do you need to let go that's no longer serving you, so that you can actually, in a little bit of time, have what it is that you really deserve? How much do you value yourself? How much do you care about your worth, right? Like, and then here with the moon, I feel like by the full moon around the summer solstice, that is when your person is going to be coming in. Cancer season is when your real person's going to be coming in. So do not be fooled by this charlatan, this shiny charlatan that says they have it all, and they have it none. They have it all, when in reality, they've got not shit going for them, okay? Especially here with the World card. This is a person that postures on the internet. So like, they act like they're great, they act like they're this, they act like they're that. Be very wary of like Tinder right now, like especially during Gemini retrograde. Like, any kind of virtual dating is not, it's not it, sis. It is not it, okay? So just be very wary of this. And also, if there's somebody who's like come out of the woodwork to like a bunch of your pictures, and I'm hurt, like my heart hurts. So this person could be using you to spitefully get back at a person that they are trying to manipulate right now. Or this person could have really hurt your heart in the past. So like, they like your picture and it disturbs your peace. Just fucking block them, dude. Fucking block them. Get rid of them. So who, Spirit, is the new person coming in for group 1? Who is the person that is good? The 7 of Pentacles again. So these are seeds that have been planted. This could be someone that you met in the past, but it never really picked up off the ground. But also this is just saying, like, this is a divine timing thing. Like, they are kind of forcing you to wait because it is part of your soul contract, because it is part of the contract with you and the other person. And like, that other person has certain things that they're trying to work out right now, because if they were to come to you right now, they're not ready and they're not good enough and they're not in an energy where they can actually give and receive, right? And neither are you, so that's why they're making you wait. The person coming in is going to be the person that you more than likely will spend the rest of your life with, here with the 10 of Pentacles. This is going to be somebody who wants to build with you, somebody who wants to create a happy home with you, somebody who wants to have children with you, someone who sees you as their future fucking wife, my dude. Okay, yeah, so this person is already fantasizing about you here with the 7 of Cups. They think about you quite a bit. This fantasy helps to manifest you into their reality. I also think you don't, like, whether you know that this, I don't necessarily think you know that this is your person. They might be someone that you've met before in the past, but like, it never, like I said, it never really got off the ground, or they're a completely new person. So it's like, you're not fantasizing about them, you are fantasizing about, like, oh, like, someday I'm gonna have a house, and someday I'm gonna have babies, and someday I'm gonna have a garden, and someday I'm gonna have a farm, and someday I'm gonna have a cat and a dog and all this shit. And you're like, and I'm gonna have a loving ass husband or wife to share that with, okay? So it's like, you're fantasizing about your future and they're out here fantasizing about building with you. Like, this person, I think, already has an idea of who you are. They're just getting ready to come forward, right? So between the two of you, you are fantasizing quite a bit. What else can you tell us about this person coming in? They are solid. Spirit just said they're solid. And they're mature. Like, this person who's coming in on the internet, they're immature as fuck, and they think they want something, but they don't actually want the thing that they're, like, telling you they want. They might not even actually think they want it. They could just be trying to manipulate you. But, like, I would rather take the 10 of Pentacles over the Knight of Wands any day, because this is just some, like, friends with benefits, on and on again, off again bullshit. Fuck that. Fuck that. You're better than that. Yeah, oh my God, the Empress again. So when you fully stand in your power, when you recognize your power, when you reject this fuckboy that's coming back with the retrograde, you are thrown into this Empress energy, and that is when you receive your blessings, okay? The Empress twice, okay? You are supposed to stand in your power. You are supposed to be the highest, most evolved version of divine feminine self that you are meant to be. This test is going to mean nothing to you. I feel like by the time this person comes around, if you've never met them, just know that they're a snake in the grass. If you have met them and they've done this to you before, by the time they come around to try and pull bullshit on you again, you're going to be like, no, I know your games. Like, you're full of shit. Go cry by yourself. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you should be crying that you lost me, and know that I'm the one that got away, and you will never get me back, basically. But once you stand in that power, you know what your blessing is? The 10 of fucking Cups, dude. 10 of Cups. A happy, married home life with children. Like, and if that's what you want, like a happy family, whether you want children or not, right? A happy home life, happily ever after is literally what I just heard in my head. Happily ever after. So is there anything else that you want to tell us about this person coming in for group 1, please? And then we will pull some advice. They are going to want to lock you down. So you're going to know this person is the right person for you because they're going to want to date you. Like, they're not going to be pushy or forceful, but they're going to be like, let me take you out on a date. It's not going to be like, send me a picture of your tits, you know? It's going to be like, let me please take you on a date. I would love to take you on a date. Like, this person, Queen of Pentacles, they want to make you theirs. They want, like I was saying, this person is solid with the 10 of Pentacles. This person is offering something solid, and they want a solid commitment. They want a solid relationship. Like, they don't want to just, like, fuck you and get nudes. Like, they want to take you out on a date. They want to get to know you. They want to introduce you to their friends and family. They want to fucking date you, okay? So that's how you're going to know this person is the real deal, because they're not going to be on some bullshit like, send me a picture of your vagina. Yo, fuck that. Ace of Cups, beautiful. Ace of Cups is love. You're gonna feel the love. Like, when you see this person, it might be that moment of like, oh, like, oh my God, you know, like, love. You are going to feel the love from this. And like I was saying, it's not going to be some immature bullshit like maybe you've experienced in the past. And I just heard, like, maybe you had relationships that, like, started out as friends with benefits and then they turned into a relationship. But how did that work out for you? Because you're on a new love video and obviously you're looking for new love. So take everything really slow. Do it the right way. Like, let yourself be courted. Let this person show you who they are. Let this person take you out, treat you well, show you love. Let them pay for the first fucking date, dude. Let them pay for it, okay? Like, you're probably an independent person who can pay for yourself, but let them fucking pay for it, okay? So that is the person coming in. Let's get a piece of advice for you. Remember, in the beginning, we said you have to release to receive. Passion. Okay. So this is a lesson in codependency. So, like, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So you could be addicted to the fuckboys, or like that could be an addiction that you kicked in the past. So now Spirit is placing this temptation in your path to try and see if you will fall into that temptation or if you've actually learned your lessons. But this is to break cycles in codependency, and also so that you, right? Like, that makes a lot of sense here with the two Empress cards, to break the cycles of codependency or of, like, low self-esteem or lacking self-worth, and put you in your power of, put you in your full power and understand your worth. And then also, this person is going to make you feel very passionate, and also it's a past life relationship. So like I was saying, like, you're going to see them and you're just going to know, because your body is going to recognize them from the lives that you've lived together before. So with passion and past life, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, and you have known each other before. Like, allow yourself to feel the passion, but, like, don't cross that bridge to getting too passionate to where you end up in a situationship, right? So, like, allow yourself to feel the passion, allow yourself to feel the love, and allow them. Here's my advice. Don't approach them in any way. Let them come to you, and it will, whether or not they come to you will show you how interested in you they actually are. But this is a past life relationship, so off the bat, you're going to feel really strong energy from it, and you're just going to know, right? Okay. Thank you so much, Pile 1. I really hope you enjoyed that. Like if you enjoyed, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you soon. Bye. Ooh. Hello, Pile 2. So, Pile 2. Hello, Pile 2. So, Pile 2, y'all definitely are the twin flame pile. Okay, twin flame is some stressful shit, my dude. But it really it makes you a better person. It forces you to grow and it forces you to change. So, Pile 2, you recently went through some sort of rejection from your twin flame or soulmate. They rejected you heavily. They could have ghosted you, because twin flames love to do that in this day of technology. They just love to ghost, don't they? So this person, I feel like you guys could have had an argument, or you could have had a fight or something, and but it probably wasn't even a real fight, because this person's on some flighty bullshit, right? So it's like, and this is supposed to be about new love, but we can't control what the cards say, can we? So it's like this person overreacted about something and ghosted you, because that's a way that they like to try and control you, to try and break you down and get you under their power. This person has control issues to the point where it's like their self-worth is based off of how much they can control another. And I feel like you, during this rejection, this might not have been the first time that this person rejected you, and if it was, like, it hit really, really, really hard. But during this rejection period, you went through it, dude. You went through all the stages, like, the stages of grieving, you know, where it's like denial and anger and sadness and trying to reverse it and acceptance, like, and you're like, this was the purpose of this was to make you grow, okay? So there's this great meme that I've seen that's like, every time a man disappoints me, I get prettier. So it's like, this was, and I just saw 222. So this was a leveling up experience, right? So there were certain things in your life there were parts of your life or parts of yourself that were weak, that needed evolving, that needed changing, that needed, I'm sorry, I just saw a truck drive by with 2 giant American flags on it, and I love to see that shit. I love to see that shit. So yeah, this was an evolving process. This helped you change, this helped you grow, this helped you be better. You got prettier. Like, you might have changed your diet, or like, so I feel like this person trying to control you made you feel a lack of control, especially with everything going on right now in the world. There's a lot of things that we cannot control. So in having this letdown right when all of this started, or during this season of this crisis where we cannot control things, it made you be like, okay, well, what can I control? I can control my emotions. I can control my diet. I can control how much I'm working out. I can control what I'm consuming on TV. I can control how much I'm getting outside. You know what I mean? So like, you started to evolve and be a better version of self because you started to gain control in the places of your life where you could actually hold that control. And then you left this person in the dust like, fuck you. You don't control me. You don't control this relationship. You want to leave? Get the fuck out, okay? Now I'm finna keep going. I'm finna keep pushing. And from this, you leveled up. From this, you leveled up. Here with the 9 of Pentacles, you leveled the fuck up and you got the fuck out of there and took care of yourself. And so this was actually really good for you. This was actually in your Akashic record. This was in your soul plan, that you were supposed to have this experience of extreme disappointment and rejection so that you could level up to a better version of self. Now, this person was left on the outside looking in their emperor bullshit energy, where they were trying to control the situation and trying to manipulate you, and they were like, uh-oh, that didn't work. That did not work this time. Because maybe in the past, if they have ghosted you in the past, you've been like, please talk to me. Please, I need to have a conversation with you. Don't leave me, blah, blah, blah. Or even like when it first happened, you could have reached out like one last time and been like, yo, like, you finna ghost me for real? And they didn't answer, and you were like, okay. Literally, I just saw it. You remember in SpongeBob when Mr. Krabs is like, and his like lips are like going crazy? That was you, like, you're finna ghost me? Nah. So you went and leveled up, and then they're on the outside. They're mad. They're mad because they've either controlled you like this in the past, or this is how they control females or dudes. Like, this is just how they control people. And I just heard Miley Cyrus, I can't be tamed. Bitch, I can't be tamed. You hurt me, I level up. You disappoint me, I get prettier. I get smarter. I get better. I get stronger. Okay, now I'm hearing Stronger by Britney Spears, right? Like, yeah, I'm also hearing laughing, like, you really thought you was gonna break me? You really thought you was gonna break me? Nah, dude, nah. So now they're on the outside looking, you could have blocked them. Like, if they weren't answering you, you could have been like, okay, number blocked, Instagram, Facebook, like, block. And now they're, like, on the outside looking in, like, uh-oh. I've been blocked. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? But you see, he's acting like he's facing forward, but he's side-eyeing her. So this person is like acting like they don't care, acting like they're on their high horse, acting like they're too good for you or too good for this situation, when in reality, their eyes are like, he's like side-eyeing you, like, what you doing over there? And you're like, oh, I'm just living my best life in my beautiful garden with all of my money and my familiar and my little bird on my hand and my beautiful robes in the sunshine. And I'm just living my best life without you. And this is making them, what came out with that is the King of Pentacles. So they were on some bullshit. They weren't acting the way they should. They could have been commitment phobic. They could have gone out and fucked someone else. They could have been on some bullshit. Like, now I'm hearing Be Careful With Me by Cardi B, but I'm specifically hearing that part. What I tell you about not returning texts and liking pictures. Like, so they could have been liking other like thoughty pictures and like not returning your texts, like basic bullshit that like is just not acceptable. So they're kind of like, oh, I probably should have just come through correct, because now I'm blocked. And pile 2 is thriving. Pile 2 is thriving more than they ever have in the past when I've hurt their feelings. So the reason I say that this is some twin flame bullshit is because we do have the Lovers card here with the Devil. So it's like this, there's some karma between, I don't believe this is necessarily a karmic relationship because I'm not seeing abuse or toxicity necessarily, but I do feel as though there is some toxic karma that each of you hold. So like just how you went out and you had to level up and you had to change and you had to be the best version of yourself, it's like they had to do that too, because they're holding on to some ugly karma from the past as well. And like Spirit just said, no, you weren't perfect. Like the way you communicated about like leaving or like about what you were upset with in this connection wasn't perfect. But like what they did was worse, and it wasn't right, and it didn't work because they thought they were gonna get you. They thought they were gonna get you back, but treating you like shit just sent you way far away. You were like, bye, see you never, good luck, you little bitch. So Spirit had to put this in the Hanged Man period. Also, you guys could have been doing like sexual things that you wasn't supposed to be doing, sexual things that could have accidentally brought a baby into this world before the baby is allowed to be in this world, or kind of just like fucking up soul patterns, right? Or there was like non-reciprocal sexual energy. So like one of you could have been catching feelings, or like one could like really be giving sexually and the other's just not giving anything. And it's like Spirit just had to like I just heard we had to put the kibosh on that. So it's like they had to put you in the Hanged Man period because there was some addictions, there was some obsession, there was some like like weird like sexual energy that was imbalanced. So Spirit had to put you in a Hanged Man period to kind of like save you from further damaging yourself sexually like this, but also keep you from like acquiring too much karma to have to clean up with this person, so that you could clean up your karma separately, they could clean up their karma separately, and then when you come together you don't have too much karma to like clean up together, right? Because this connection was creating karma between the two of you that was just not good. But here with the Lovers, you know, this separation is not forever. I know this is supposed to be about new love, but if you're pile 2, you're just lucky, I guess, and you chose your twin flame soulmate. So this separation is being watched over by the angels, and you will come back into connection, and there will be movement around, you know, your 10 of Cups, your happily ever after. But first, y'all need to like get it together. I feel like you're doing a good job of like self-care, and your person, especially if they are a divine masculine, the divine masculine is really lacking, and the divine masculine isn't gonna like get on their shit really until Cancer season comes around to like kick everybody's ass into shape. So it's like you are on your way towards your happily ever after, but they just have a lot of healing to do. So when they come through correct, how are they gonna come through, Spirit, please? When they come through correct, ooh, dang it, I don't like dropping cards. Okay. Okay, when the ships come in, what's it gonna... Okay. Very straightforward. So right now you guys are connecting astrally. This person could be infiltrating your dreams, or you could be having really intrusive thoughts about them. Like you could be having a good day, and then all of a sudden they like come in your brain and you're like staring in the void like, fuck, like get out of my head, dude. Like that's because this person is astrally projecting to you. Also, pay attention to your dreams because they are going to be slipping into your dreams, and they are probably astrally fucking you because this person like does have some sort of sexual obsession or addiction to you. So like they are going to be astrally having sex with you. They are going to come into your dreams astrally, and like they're just going to be doing a lot of different stuff to you astrally. Now here with the Two of Wands, it is not the right time because you both are working at yourself. So if you are twin flames, you are one soul, right? So as you can see, there are two people working on one sword, literally living in hell. Like they are in the fiery pits of hell. So right now, like this separation is not easy. It's kind of like, especially with everything going on, it's kind of like hell on earth right now. But it's like you're both working towards that common goal. I just feel like you heal and change and grow faster than they heal and change and grow. So it's like you're both working towards that same goal, but it's almost like have you ever gone for a hike with someone or like a bike ride with someone? Now, I am not the person who is like ahead on the trail. I am always the person that's like 10 feet behind, like so like in this case, you are the person who's like 10 feet ahead of your buddy who you're like on the trail with, and you're like, come on, I just saw 2, 3, 4. You're like, come on, like the trail is beautiful up here, like keep it pushing, and they're like behind you like, like I can barely keep up, you know what I mean? Like this person is just slow. They could be an earth sign, they're just slow, okay? And you're like trekking through the woods like, oh yeah, like got that done, got leveled up here, changed this, got rid of that, like ha ha ha, and they're like, I need water, like I got rid of that, but like now I have to do this, this, and this, we need to take a break, you know? But it's like ultimately at the end of the day, you're both working towards the same goal. Now this person is watching you, okay? Whether you blocked them or not, this is the kind of person, especially with the devil and the lovers here, that could absolutely have a fake ass account that they're keeping tabs on you with. Or they're like, every time they chill with their friends, they're like, yo, can I borrow your Instagram for a second? Or like, can I borrow your Facebook? I'm finna check on my lady or my dude, you know what I mean? Like they're watching you from in some way, whether it's from a fake account or it's like I literally just pictured someone's friend being like, oh, just request them back already. Like, message them already, text them already, like, I'm tired of you using my account kind of thing. But it's like they're watching you and they're getting ready to charge in. They're just not good enough yet, basically. But when they do come through correct, here with the Three of Wands and the King of Pentacles, just like the King of Pentacles, like this person knows they need to get on their King of Pentacles shit. They know they need to commit to you. They know they need to offer you something solid. They know the only way they can have you is to level up, match your energy, and give you something worth having. So that's what they're working on right now, and they're just not there yet. But when they do come through, they are going to come through as the King of Pentacles. They're not going to come through with a false start if you don't let them. But it's very important that you set your boundaries with this individual. But eventually here with the Three of Wands, there will be a happy home created between the two of you, especially here with the Ten of Cups and the Lovers card. Like eventually there will be a happy home created between the two of you. But right now this person is not in the King of Pentacles energy, and there is no need to create karma where it doesn't need to be. Right? So that's why you're not allowed to have them right now. You're not allowed to have them until they level up and come into the King of Pentacles energy, which they will. They are out right now just like doing bullshit and sowing their wild oats and fucking probably just like fucking people and being gross, or like if you're still in like lockdown, it's like they're just being like a sexual lech, like a cyber lech, which means like somebody who's just like a cyber whore, basically. Yeah, that's what they are. They're a cyber whore, okay? And until they can come through and not be a cyber whore and actually offer you something real, they're not coming, because Spirit can't allow them to, because you are worth more than that, right? But when they do come through, they will come through solid, and you guys will build a happy home together. I am sorry it's not a new person. That sucks. Unless you really wanted this person to come through, which I think some of you probably did. And some of you are probably on the other end of this like, no! I can relate. Yeah. Okay, so this person could definitely, like, they're just not good enough for you right now. And also their finances are not where they should be. And also Spirit is wanting you to spend more time focusing on career. And especially if you're like an entrepreneur, like they're just wanting you to focus on your business or creating a business if you haven't yet. Okay, So Spirit is wanting you to do more work around, this is your advice. Spirit is wanting you to do more work around what it is that makes you feel passionate, what it is that makes you feel alive, and what you think your purpose is here on this planet, okay? So here with finances and career, this person is feeling very dispassionate about their life, about their finances, about, like, they're living a false life. They're living a stupid cyber whore false ass life. So it's like they're feeling very dead inside, and you're out here living your best life, chasing your passions, taking care of your coin, and Spirit's just saying, like, continue to focus on your passions, continue to focus on money, continue to focus on creating a solid relationship with your career, because, like, money don't let you down, am I right? Like, a solid career don't let you down, don't leave you sleeping cold at night, am I right? So Spirit's just saying focus on that, and then when it is safe for you to love, this person will come in, but what they need from you is to open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. You need to be in an energy where you can receive, and also you need to be and they need to be in an energy to give, and so it's not like so one-sided. But as you can see, she's on her high horse, so like you need to keep them at an arm's length distance. I just heard social distancing. No, but like keep them on a short leash, okay? Like, don't just like let them come back and be like, I've changed, I'm the King of Pentacles now, you believe me just from me saying it, right? Like, you're like, no, show me that you're the King of Pentacles. So like keep them on a short leash, stay on your high horse, and keep them like one level below you. Try to stay one step ahead of them, okay? Because like that's what they need. This person needs boundaries, but you also need to be in a place to receive, because when we are not in a place to receive, we attract someone who cannot give, and we need to attract this person back into our life when they have plenty to give, right? Plenty to give, okay? So that is your advice, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you enjoyed it, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you next time. I love you. Okay, pile 3. So similarly to the other piles, you were recently burned. Could have been by someone that you worked with. But so we're going to talk about like what happened, what you learned from it, and then the new love coming in. So recently, there was some very sneaky behavior from a person who said they were one way but acted another way. Somebody, I specifically just heard they said I could trust them. So somebody who said that you could trust them, and then they went ahead and kind of like blabbed their mouth or were on some bullshit. I just heard gossip. They could have gone ahead and gossiped about you, talked shit about you. They were just sneaky. They were disrespectful. They kind of tricked you into thinking that they were more of a solid human being that they were. I also think you were in a space where you were like patiently just like focusing on yourself and waiting for things to fall into place, and then this person kind of like came cannonballing into your life, acting a fool, but acting like they weren't a fool. And so you were like, oh, maybe this is the person I've been waiting for. Like, maybe this is the person that, like, this could be a really good thing for me. So you kind of like, you gave them a chance, and like you could have even slept with them, but if you didn't, it was like you started to give them an emotional chance, and they started to pull on your energy emotionally, and they basically just took everything they could from you. This person could have even actually physically stolen from you, and if they didn't steal money or objects from you, they definitely stole your energy, they stole your peace of mind, and they stole your happiness. So you were just out here like minding your own business, trying to create a life for yourself and trying to do everything that you could to take care of yourself, and this person came in like, oh, what you got looks good to me, I'm finna take it. You know what I mean? Like, they came in and they stole, and it's also like they stole your peace of mind in the sense that like they stole your trust. Like, they tricked you into trusting them, and then now it's like, but it was a good lesson for you because it taught you that like you really can't trust nobody unless you really, really know them, right? Or like it's yourself. So it taught you a really good lesson in that, and it also taught you about like divine timing and patience, because it's like, yeah, like you just needed to, you kind of needed this experience to understand that like just because someone says they're nice and acts nice doesn't mean they're fucking nice. But like the reason you didn't understand that in the past is because like you're nice. right? You act nice, you say you're nice, when you say you're gonna do something, you do it. You don't lie. So like you kind of needed this experience to understand that. Also, this could have been a work situation here with the 8 of Pentacles as well as the Queen of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. So also with the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, Spirit is just acknowledging that like your work will pay off. There will be somebody good coming in new, especially with like what I have over here, which I'm looking forward to showing you. But basically this like really, really hurt your feelings. This derailed you from manifestation. So if you do different manifestation practices, it kind of made you be like, whoa, like what did I accidentally just manifest into my life? Because that wasn't what I was trying to manifest. So it kind of made you feel like maybe I'm not as good of a manifester as I thought I was, or like what about me attracted this shitty situation to myself, when in reality it's nothing you did wrong. It could have just been a soul contract that you two wrote together to teach you some sort of lesson. And at the end of the day, this really is a blessing. This really is for your highest and greatest good. This really is something that you needed in your life, right? Like this was part of the Akashic records. This was set up before you were born. This is for your highest and greatest good, right? So this was a blessing, and it actually like it derailed you from abundance mindset. So it kind of took you out of that abundance mindset where you were like manifesting whatever you wanted whenever you wanted it, and it put you back in lack mentality where you started to feel fear of loss as well as just like fear in general, and it kind of made you question your entire reality. But you needed this so that you could remind yourself like, no, I am a strong manifester. Because see, like these 3 cups have fallen, so it's like the lack mentality of looking at what didn't work out. But then it's like this emo dude in his cloak like turns around and sees that he's got 2 more cups behind him, and you're the kind of person that's like, oh shit, I forgot I had those 2 cups. I feel good now, you know, like this is a blessing. I still have what I need, you know what I mean? Like everything's gonna be okay. And my blessings, I'm still abundant. I'm still full of joy. I'm still full of love. And I'm a catch. I'm a dime. And if somebody can't recognize that, then fuck them. So you kind of like stood in your power, and you moved out of that energy of feeling like it was your fault, and just understanding like people make mistakes. Life goes on, they tricked me, and you don't know what you don't know. So if somebody literally tells you they're one way and then acts a completely different way, like until you can see their behavior reflect what they like, how they actually are, like you don't know. Like if as far as to your, you know, to your face, this person is acting a certain way, then that's how they're coming off to you, right? Like you don't know. So you kind of like forgave yourself and stood back in your power, and were like, you know what, we just got to keep it pushing. And you threw yourself into work. You threw yourself into like just like getting your coin up, focusing on your job. I just heard spending time with friends, spending time with family, you know, really figuring out like what matters to you. And like what matters to you, I feel like you're the kind of person that loves the work that you do. Like I really do feel that love right now. Like you have a love for the career or the profession that you're in. And I feel like you could be in some sort of service, whether it's like food service or like health service, like whatever it is, like you're in some sort of service to the public, and you love that. Like you love to serve the public, you love to give, you're a giver, right? And this person totally took advantage of your giving nature. So it's like you threw yourself into work because that's where you're compensated for your giving nature, right? You're compensated not only with money, but with return clients and with the repertoire that you create between each other. I feel like you're a very social person, and your work allows you to be social and connect with others. So when you threw yourself into work, not only did you start making really good money and like saving your money for yourself and like maybe even planning vacations or different trips and stuff, but it was also filling a space like in your heart that reminded you like, oh yeah, like I am a wonderful person. I'm really good at my job, I'm really giving, and I'm really loving, and I'm very abundant, and it's easy for me to manifest, so I'm going to manifest what I need. And then this person is kind of over here looking at you like, wait, you're not still crying? Like, you're not still sad about it? Why ain't you still sad? And it's like, but you're like, I'm not sad because I have eyes to see who you truly are now. I'm not seeing you with my physical eyes. I'm looking at you with my third eye, and your soul is ugly, and I have no interest in sticking around waiting for you to come around and hurt me again. Like, I feel like you're somebody who really does not like confrontation, and this confrontation shook you up, and you're at a point where you're like, please just don't come back, because I'm not finna have that conversation with you. You hurt me, you burned me once, shame on me if I take you back, right? So this person's kind of watching from afar like, damn, she's looking good or he's looking good. They've got all this money. They've got all this happiness. They're spending time with friends and family, and you're starting to look really good to them. But never mind about them, because we have new love coming in with the Ace of Cups. So you're going to be rewarded for the energy that you've been putting into yourself, that you've been putting into your job, and that you've been putting into the public, basically, because like I was saying, you're in some sort of service. But it's like, finally, it's like literally the hand of God handing you a beautiful, loving relationship that you deserve. This could definitely be a soulmate relationship. There's just a lot of love here. And I feel like off the bat, there's going to be a really strong connection between you guys. But Spirit just said take it slow, okay? So take it slow and really feel them out, right? Because we learned in the past that, like, people can be sneaky. So even if you're feeling very strongly that, like, this person has good intentions, just take it slow and, like, which I know they do. The new person will have good intentions, but you need to see that for yourself, right? Like, you need the proof. We're not going off of what people say anymore, because that got us in a bad predicament. We're going off of what people show us and how they show us who we are. And also during all of this, you have really gained a lot of control over your emotions and understanding your emotions, naming your emotions, working through them, and then, like, letting them go, right? So what is this new person coming in like? What is this new person coming in like? This person also recently went through some sort of tower moment. Okay. So this person's going to come off kind of cold at first. So they also recently went through a tower moment where you could be even mirroring each other. Like, they went through something very similar to what you went through, where somebody treated them very badly and basically, like, tricked them. So they recently went through something like this as well. So when you meet them, they could be a little cold. They could be a little bit distant. They might not share too much about themselves. They might not talk too much. But there's a lot going on in their head, right? And it's the same way that you're going to come off a little bit cold as well, like, because you're like, okay, well, I can't trust you because look what happened when I trusted the wrong person. So this person's going to come off a little bit cold and a little bit distant because they recently have gone through a similar situation to you, but they're going to feel very attracted to you, and they are really going to feel like this loving, nurturing, mothering kind of energy emanating from you. And now that you have learned to control your emotions better, understand them and name them better, it's like when this person comes in and they're treating you cold, it's like, okay, like, does this make me feel bad, or does it just make me feel like this person is reserved? Because if it makes you feel bad, then get away from them, right? But if you're like, oh, this person's just reserved, like, trust your gut, basically. And I feel like you're doing better at trusting your intuition after all of this as well. It was definitely a level up. Here with the Two of Swords, Spirit is saying it would be really good for you to meditate on this person's energy. Like, when you first meet them, it would be good for you to just sit down and meditate and just kind of, like, feel their energy out. Obviously, when you're by yourself, not like with the person, that's weird to be like, hey, you want to just sit down and meditate for a minute? Unless they're into that, then that's sick. But just meditate on the energy and be like, okay, does it make me feel bad that they're cold? Or do I just feel like they're being reserved and just, like, kind of protecting themselves, right? But I also think this person is going to be into spirituality. Like, they might not be crazy into it, but they're like, okay, like, I believe in God, or, like, you know, I've seen a ghost before, or, like, I have a relative who's a guardian angel, you know what I mean? And you're going to be like, oh, tell me more, you know? Like, it's going to be good for you. It's going to be really, also, you're going to feel very, like, it's going to feel really easy and natural to be around them, and it's going to be just really easy for you to be yourself. Like, if you see a fucking shadow figure in your eye, you can just be like, did you see that shadow figure? And they won't be like, no, you fucking schizophrenic. Like, they'll be like, oh, I didn't see that, but I believe you, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So this person is also going to have a pretty good grip on their emotions. It's just the communication. The communication is kind of weak, but it's like they're going to show you through different kinds of love languages how they feel about you, and it'll kind of be like reading between the lines. Also, you're really going to like this person's body. You're going to like their face. You're going to find them very hot, like very attractive. And this person is going to be someone who has a really good job. here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. This could be a person that you meet on the job as well. Like they could be one of your customers, or like they could be a new employee, whatever it is. Like this person, you could meet them on the job, but if you don't, this is just acknowledging that this is someone who's really solid. Like they've got their own house, they've got a job, they've got a good car, they've, you know, like they're putting aside for retirement, they have money in the stock market. You know what I mean? Like this person is financially stable, and they're also stable in other ways as well. Excuse me. They're very independent, and you never have to worry about taking care of them because they can take care of themselves. But this person is really like a dream come true to you. They were divinely guided into your life to give you what you need. It is really a wish come true. And as you can see, it's like the angels are looking over you with this. And it's like whatever you went through in the past, like you passed the test, you leveled up, and now you get your blessing. Now you get your reward. Sorry, low power mode. Now you get your blessing, now you get your reward, now you get your dream person. And this is really like Spirit's way of being like, good job. Sorry we had to force you to learn some hard lessons, but it's all for your highest and greatest good. Here's your present, you know? So that's really beautiful. Let's get some advice. Advice for pile 3, please. Okay. So we have codependency. So I feel like in the past you could have been in a very codependent relationship where you were the person who was codependent. And then we also have reconciliation. So I feel like removing yourself from the past where you were codependent and reliant on someone else, and creating yourself to be like self-sufficient, making yourself self-sufficient, has given you a reconciliation with self. So I feel like in the past, maybe you weren't working as much, because remember I was saying you get a lot of joy from your job. So it's like in the past, you might not have been working as much, or you just weren't like, you kind of lost your connection to your hobbies. There's a lot about yourself that you really let go of when you were in a past relationship because you were codependent. So defeating this addiction of codependency has brought you to a reconciliation of self, where it's like, you know, you're remembering what you like, you're remembering who you are, you're remembering that working makes you feel alive and that you really do enjoy it. You're remembering like, oh yeah, I did want to travel to this place, or I do like to go out and have a beer. You know what I mean? Like you kind of lost yourself in a past long-term relationship, I would say. And since you've kind of let go of that codependent addiction, there has been a reconciliation of self. And then here with keep an open mind, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And Spirit's just saying like, this person coming in is going to be different than anyone you've ever dated before, okay? So like they're not going to remind you of someone else because it's going to be a brand new experience. And just keep an open mind. I feel like at first you might not be so attracted to them. Like you might just be like, oh, like I really love your energy, but it's not like a sexual or romantic attraction. And then the more you get to know them, the more you're going to be attracted to their energy. But Spirit is saying that's good anyway, because they want you to take it slow so that like nothing gets messed up in this. But just keep an open mind, because it's going to be different than anyone you've ever dated, because you're not the same, right? Like you've healed those wounds. So like going back to old relationships or old relationship patterns no longer serves you because you're not that person anymore, right? So that is what I have for you, pile 3. I really hope you enjoyed that. Like if you feel like it, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if that's what you're feeling. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. A big giant thank you again to Keen for sponsoring this video. Please don't forget that Keen provides access to vetted psychics and spiritual advisors who provide guidance and insight on life's challenges, clarity in love and relationships, as well as career and anything else that you can really think of. Keen is one of the most affordable ways to get an instant psychic reading by any professional at any time, 24/7. And if you would like a reading from Keen, make sure that you go ahead and get the discount, and that you use the link that I've provided in the description below, right at the very top. Trykeen.com/Duchess, okay? I'm going to say thank you to my guides. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, and God's source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth, and we thank you for the advice. All right, guys, I fucking love you so much, and I will see you sometime soon. Bye-bye!